I've seen you with your glasses on, Steve. It's not a good look.
Thanks.
Four. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the EG Pop Thunder with your boy, the young light-skinned Keith Sweat. And to my right, my guy, Steve.
What's up?
Hey, what up? And to my left, all the way to the left, my guy, Los.
What's poppin'?
Gang. And to my guy, returning guest. It has been a long time coming. We are here back fully strapped. We got the gauntlet, the Infinity Stones of SCC, baby. Let's get it. We're fully in a full force. Let's get it, baby.
You got 1/3 of it last time. You got the full gang here this
Yes,
time.
sir.
Hey, it was, you guys, one of my most overall viewed, real views, fucked it right there. One of my most overall viewed reels, all combined for guess why purposes, is my guy, Hank S. Get It, baby. You guys are,
I appreciate you. I didn't even think, I mean, shit.
yeah, you guys, like, I feel like 6 of you and like, maybe like 7,000-8,000 overall, like each one.
Right.
So you brought in like 40,000 views on those reels, and that was before I like kind of mastered the reels as well. So I can't imagine the ones we're gonna get for this one, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. So we are here. I can talk of myself. I have gotten better since then. I am in a better place from last time.
Yes.
I did a really good editing job, but people couldn't tell, I don't think. But I was pretty fucking lit. I was lit. Oh,
It was lit.
It was a great conversation, man. Again, if those reels popped off, they didn't get half of it because we were going on tangents and topics, and half of that didn't get recorded, but it was still a dope podcast.
yeah, man.
Had some heart-to-hearts that might have not made it, but the editing, it looked good.
It looked good, but this one looks better. This one looks better. We got the other two members of SCC here. So we had Hank's story last time. If you guys are interested in Hank's solo story, you can go back to watch the episode of Just Hank. But this podcast here is for having the entire story of SCC, baby. So how... Steve and Los, how did you guys get involved? Because originally it was just you, right? Correct?
No. Originally it was just Los and
just
Yep.
okay.
So I reached out to Hank. I was like, yo, I have this idea, blah, blah. And then he jumped on board right away. He told me, I've been wanting to do something like this. Let's go. So it just worked out right away.
Yeah, no, and I can elaborate on my bad.
No, go for it. Go for it.
A little bit. Yeah, it was the brainchild was pretty much Los. Again, I had always been thinking about, and you can go back to the old podcast and the old episode and kind of watch a little bit on that. But Los always was the one with the original idea, in the sense of the name and kind of bringing the city and putting it on our back a bit. And yeah, once he came up with the name, like I said in the old podcast, it was literally that's all it took. It piqued my interest since then, and we've been riding since then. It's been a beautiful thing, man.
So you're gonna have like the originator of the name here. So Los, how did let's hit your side of the story? How did that come about in your mind?
I kept trying to come up with names, and then it just hit me. I was just like, oh, Sparkle City, that's where we're from. And that's just it's kind of like when people say, oh, like the concrete jungle, like that's what New York's known for. Or Pawtucket is the bucket. CF is Sparkle City as far as like the hood side, like the hood version. And yeah, I just looked at it like that. I was like, oh, perfect, Sparkle City clothing. I know a lot of people in CF, obviously, and I think people will, they're gonna rock with it.
Yeah, I think you guys can say for certain people are definitely rocking with you guys right now. So how long was it just you two before Steve hopped on board?
Since the inception.
I mean, I'm recent.
Yeah, he's a newbie.
I'm new.
I'm a newbie.
So being the newbie, so did you guys feel some type of way? Were you guys like, 'cause I'm sure people have reached out to you guys in the past and been like, oh, can I be a part of SEC? And you guys were probably like, was that the case?
So I mean, to be completely honest with you, originally it was 4 of us. It was Los and I, like the first 2. We brought 2 other good friends on, and again, it was just time consuming for a lot of people. We have different things going on in life. It was never really creative differences because that's never been an issue regardless. It was just more so schedules wasn't working. It was kind of in its inception. And things like that. And yes, like how Steve said, he's kind of a quote unquote newbie, but he's been a great addition to the team. I was actually talking to Los about it when, again, people, like you said, people have always asked us, yo, can we join this and that? It was never not wanting people to come on board, but me and Los kind of always had a vision for what we wanted to do and whatnot. And it worked better, just him and I, up until this point. And then I think we had a conversation, and literally Steve came on maybe not even a full year yet. But I've always rocked, especially since as he continued to grow and Steve's style really meshed well with
What we're trying to
do and
what we
push the
wanna
brand
do.
forward. As far as style and just trying different avenues, he gives us a different creative eye. So bringing him in has been a pleasure, man. And Steve can attest to that, and Steve can add to that if he'd like to.
Yeah, so no, I mean, fairly new, but I've been trying to do this for a while. Actually, I hit up Hank during COVID because we were all bored at home, not doing shit,
Facts.
and no, I just went from there. I hit him up with some ideas that I had, and I wanted to start my own thing, and I wanted to see who his manufacturer was, and who did his designs, or if he did his own, this and that. Picked his brain a little bit, and then no, not too long ago. I mean, it's been or maybe around 8 months now.
Yeah, like I said, close to a year. Not a
Yeah,
full
'cause it
year,
was
yeah.
like early summer.
Yeah, it was like early summer.
So you're saying like his style. So what was his style beforehand, and what were you guys trying to go into the new direction? So what the two differences.
Yeah, no, I guess his style is a little bit more orthodox compared to what me and Los are. We were pretty again, we've always, and I think I mentioned this in the last podcast. There's two sides to Sparkle City Clothing, and I mentioned that where Sparkle City Clothing, in its full entirety and its full name, is really catered to the city, for the city, by the city. Remember we talked about that FUBU.
Yeah, the FUBU,
shit?
baby.
Yeah, that's right.
FUBU.
Yeah.
And then there's the SEC side, which kind of broadens it up a little bit. So for the majority of the time, it was very CF centric. And again, you always want to put on for your city, put the city on your back, and kind of give them something to look forward to. And then again, Los and I, for a while, we're always just going back and forth. How can we branch out? How can we get it beyond the 1 square mile that we are in CF? And broaden the brand. So that's when the whole idea of SEC kind of just keeping it as a broader brand name where it still holds the value of Sparkle City Clothing in the acronym. And then again, how Steve said, he was asking me a couple questions. I know he's always been interested in design and style. As you can see, I mean, he's a stylish individual. So when he was picking my brain, something popped up in my head. I'm like, it sucks to start from zero and being a one-man person. Trying to do what we do is not easy.
I feel you.
Even with the group of individuals, it's not easy.
So you think it was kind of hard for you to give up a little bit of power? You think?
No, actually, for me personally, I think it was a good addition to add an extra, whether it was one or two.
It's more of just creative ideas.
Right.
Like,
So
it
obviously,
was
more
an addition.
2 heads think better than 1, 3 heads think better than 2. You know what I mean? It's that whole thought. And not only that, it also helps because a lot of the time, me and Los has always said it. He's like, yo, just put out what you want to put out. I'll give you my opinion and vice versa. I'll put out what I want to put out. You give me your opinion. You rock with it. And it's always a 50-50. So, you know what I mean? You don't have that tiebreaker or somebody that can see both sides individually and give you that separate thought process of, yo, maybe we can do this and give you a whole different look on it where we're missing it from our point of views because we're so, you know what I mean? We have our blinders on.
Right.
You agree with that, Los?
Yeah. And as far as with Tamayo, his creativity and his style is really what's on trend right now, and that helps us out. And I'm not just saying oh, that's why we want him, but no, it's that's the direction that we want our brand to go. So he's
I've always
a great candidate for us. I guess you could say.
Appreciate that, man.
It was a long interview process.
So I've always loved just clothing and styling. I've always been one to I can see something in a store or just look at a shirt and just be like, wow, this goes well with these pants, these shoes, this hat, this jacket, etc. Whatever. I've always been good at that. So that's one thing that I've really wanted to do.
You think that was what you're able to add to the group?
I think that's what I'm able to to add, because I can just literally go in there. We've talked about designs and shirts and stuff like that, and we'll each give our opinions, and we can just each go off oh wow, this will go well with these pants that we came out with. This will go well with this sweater that we came out with. This hat, this and that.
Right.
Yeah, so I was going to add one of my questions here was, how do you guys decide on one design, or if you have a design, are you guys just going to put it out, or is it a 2 against 1 type of thing? How's that work with a 3-man gang?
So Los can attest to
Los-
this too,
Los
and
can
Los
answer to
Los
that,
can answer to
actually.
that.
Los-
I mean, I'll
Los can
touch on it
answer to
really
that.
quick, and then Los. I know Los has. That's the thing. We all have a difference of opinions,
Mm-hmm.
and the good thing about it is those difference of opinions because you have three different point of views of what can be put out for everybody to enjoy. So again, where he's more stylistic, we've always with Los and I, we've always done more of a just t-shirts. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to do in the sense of you're not having to put up too much capital to get pants and a full set and a hat to match with this and these pants. Where that's where Tamayo came in. He helped us kind of put more of he's more of the stylist, so to speak. Here, how he can see something go with this and that, where it's a full outfit as opposed to us where we were just putting shirts out. And again, as far as the question you just posed with Los and I touched on it just a couple seconds ago, is you know what I mean? You got a dope design, you got a dope idea, put it out.
Right.
Because then if it's so much back and forth, that a lot of things don't get put out, and Los can continue and add on to that. But I
Yes.
think that's
so
kind of
when
what it
that
is.
happens, the timeline just starts getting pushed back. So what we're doing now is more of if I like something, I bring it up to the table. They see it. I'll get their opinion, like Hank mentioned earlier. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna put it out because hey, like this is the vision that I want. I'll take your opinion. There's a few things like hey, maybe what you said here, I ain't like this. It's not like hey, it's not like negative feedback, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
Right.
Constructive
right.
criticism.
And I think that's what we're doing right now. Where it's like, hey, Tamayo has an idea, great, do it. I'll give you my opinion. You like it, great. You don't like it, no hard feelings. Still,
Right.
That's
still
what we
get
do.
it
We
made.
have a,
Same thing with Hank's.
yeah, no, we have a
So-
group. We have a group chat, and in the group chat, we put in our design ideas. Hey, this is what we're gonna come out with. Oh, cool. What do you guys think? We want to add. Or what about adding this? Or what if you do this? What if you do this? Hey, if you want to take that opinion, that's on you. But obviously, each one of us has sold stuff for Sparkle City, and people like our stuff. So obviously, we're doing something good in here.
You're saying so each of you guys sold. Is it like a friendly competition who has the better design sells more?
no competition. No,
You're
not
like,
at all.
You're like, damn, Hank, I stole 20 more than you. Let's get it, baby.
No, because if Hank sells or Low sells, it benefits me.
Everybody.
If I sell or Hank sells, it benefits everybody.
it's-
But I'm not gonna lie. Like if I come out with a design and it does
Yeah,
really well, you
it
know, it makes you
sells
feel
out.
good. It's
Oh,
like, yeah,
sells out.
Friendly
Told you
trash
to feel
talk.
good.
That's a good feeling.
It's friendly competition.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's a good feeling.
It's nothing. Nobody feels like yo, he did. No, it's
don't know.
not like that.
I might fight, but
You're like, now that I mentioned it, I'm pulling the receipts. So, are you guys like, do you guys have like a sheet, like who does come up with designs? Like, I'm not trying to talk it up. I'm just saying,
No.
like, if you have it up, you're just like, oh, this is our design right here.
Oh right, exactly. No, and again, and Los has kind of pushed towards that. And again, when it was just Los and I, that was the difficulty. What he just touched on is, if you don't agree, you know what I mean. If I got a design and it's just back and forth, yo, do you like this? Do you like that? Without pushing forward to just go ahead and get it done, it's not gonna get done.
Gotcha.
So Los has taken the initiative, even when it was just him and I, where. Hank, I'll take your opinion. For me, I think about it a little bit more. You know what I mean? Sometimes I question my own self sometimes. Like, I need this, needs this. And that ends up pushing the timeline back where Los is like, all right, Los has the vision. He's locked in. I'll take your opinion. If I rock with it, I'll adjust what it is. If I think it's to where his vision sees it, he's going with it. And I think that's why bringing a third party in and somebody that has a different vision and the same vision at times, and Steve helps us break that 50-50,
Gotcha.
that 50-50 thought process where it's just like, all right, this and that, two people agree on it. Even if I'm the odd one out, majority democracy wins. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're going with.
You're saying that now, but was it a little hard to adjust at first?
With Steve coming on board?
It was just like,
Oh,
I don't agree with this, but I guess we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, no, again, it's going back to the friendly competition where, or again, you always feel like what you think is best, and that's just general human, you know what I mean?
It's like,
human
yeah,
nature,
for
right.
sure. Coming as a group, so like now being a 3-man gang, do you guys have like specific roles that each person does? No.
We're all equal partners.
we don't. But I feel like recently we have.
Let's hear it, Steve.
And
What
I
you
just
thinking?
I say that because
You got
I don't know,
biases?
because Los has been good with the media. Los has been a media
He's been
guy.
the communicator.
He's
yeah.
been the communicator. He's
As
the
far
one that
as
plugs us in with.
network,
I mean, he
network
plugged
a lot.
He networks. Like he plugged us in with Ryan Castro and all his crew for the concert they had last November.
Yeah, in Providence.
September.
At the Strand, yep.
Yep.
Actually,
So-
shout out Primo. 'cause
Primo
Primo
Profit,
helped me out.
Prime
Primo
Apple.
Profit.
Yeah, and that all came out from networking
With
Primo,
them.
some people from Boston, and they're cool with the people from Castro.
Boston, definitely,
And, you got to network.
definitely.
It's
Shout
good.
out Boston.
Yeah, man, big facts. Like, once I have a lot of sports athletes on, and that's like one of the biggest things to tell all of them. You guys got network. Like, go outside of your city, go outside like your high school, your high school friends, because that's how you're gonna build and gain that success.
Right.
And speaking of getting out of your city, that was kind of one of my questions. You kind of answered it a little bit earlier. So is that what you guys are doing now? The SSC is kind of one of my questions I had here was, since you guys are for the city of Central Falls, how are you guys building to grow beyond Central Falls? Because that is obviously great to have, put on for your city. I'm trying to put Rhode Island on with the podcast, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to reach a broader audience at the same time as well.
I think we have an answer.
No, and
Hey,
everybody,
Hank, you can mention.
No,
You want to mention Eternal Spring?
yeah, no. I mean, I'll let everybody else touch on it because everybody has their own vision of it, their own thought of it. So I'll let them answer, and then if you want to wrap it back around, we'll give our opinion on it. I don't know if you want to start first, Steve or Los.
Yeah, I'll
feel
go. Yeah, I think like the best thing that we're doing as far as like just not having, hey, it's just CF. CF is not like the design, just not having Sparkle City right in your face. So like as far as like this design hasn't came out yet. It has nothing to do with Central Falls. And if you look at the
About time you
yep,
opened up
same
that
one
jacket.
that
My bad.
same thing that Tamayo has. And if you look at our fall 2022, like the designs that we put out and the products that we put out, a lot of it maybe it had a little bit of like Central Falls, Sparkle City in it, but for the most part it wasn't in there. And when we do that, we can expand our brand to other cities, other states, and I think it's going good like that too.
Yeah, it broadens the
It is,
horizon. And again, going back to it, it's not that we're never gonna get away from what the brand origination and putting putting on for the city.
Never.
And I think we can do more for that in the sense of what we do in the city rather than the designs that we put out for the city. Again, the city has been great to us. Salsa nights, different events, and
great.
all that. Has been a platform that has helped us out a lot. You know what I mean? They get us and they allow us to be able to be active in the city in these events, post up, have our own little little table and sell our merch and give back to that. I think last time I mentioned on the pod that we do backpack drives. We give money for scholarships. Yeah. So if it's not in the brand, in your face, clothing wise, which is kind of where the inception of it came. A lot of the original designs were very CF centric or had some aspects of Central Falls or Sparkle City, as we like to call it, in your face, and we're very CF heavy. The SEC side, like I mentioned earlier, kind of broadens that out. And Tamayo kind of touched on it a little bit. He wanted me to speak on it. Is we have a spring collection coming on. Obviously, the three of us here, the four of us actually are of Colombian descent, particularly from Medellin, as far as the majority of SEC here. And it's just been a beautiful thing. Obviously, you take a little bit of inspiration from wherever you go, because if you don't do that, you're a sucker. Everybody's a part of the environment to an extent.
Sir.
So you gotta bring in and adapt. So we actually have. I'll give you guys a little tidbit. I don't know when this is gonna come out, but on the pod or when it's gonna be public. So yeah, we're gonna be touching on something. We got a little collection coming out. We was in Colombia for the holidays, and when I came back,
Beautiful
man,
time.
you miss the homeland. You miss the difference of what that culture is out there. And something I couldn't sleep at night, and something just hit me, and it said Eternal Spring. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Eternal Spring. If you're from Medellin, or if you know about La Feria de las Flores and all that, that's kind of the direction that we're going in. It's gonna be a different design aspect from what you're used to from SEC or from Sparkle City Clothing. It's gonna cater more to the SEC side. Like I said, the more broader aspect of it. It's gonna touch on some of the homeland culture and roots. So we'll leave it at that. Ready for it because it's gonna be some dope
excited
shit.
for that.
Absolutely.
Man, baby,
Definitely.
stay tuned. Stay
Stuff come
tuned. So, Steve, your last person answer. What's your thoughts on to expand SEC?
Oh no, so with Eternal Springs, I mean, one thing we've been dabbling in is actually coming out with something in Medellin, in Colombia.
Right. I
Um,
didn't want to say
so I mean,
that. Go ahead.
I think we should say.
Yeah, no, we should absolutely.
So no, yeah. So that's one thing that we've been talking about. We've been discussing, and it'd just be nice to, go back there. And honestly, so like Hank said, we were there for the holidays, Los, me, Hank, and I would wear, the majority of my clothing that I took was SEC. But when I wore it, everybody was just like, yo, like, what is that? What quality? Like the quality that you don't see stuff like that over there. So it's quality aspect that they were like, hey, we pay top dollar for this, but this is like, our quality is pretty good. So over there, it hits very hard because everybody just hops on something. Like it's a trend. If there's a trend, whatever it is, a couple of years ago, it was Monasteri, right? Mm-hmm. Monasteri they came out with some shirts and some hats, and everybody just blew up, started making songs about it.
That's crazy. Yeah,
come on.
Yes, you're saying shirts and hats, stuff like that. And what Hank alluded to earlier was that you're kind of the more of the accessories, the pants and stuff like that. So that's actually one of my questions as well. So, because in the origination, I kind of just saw a lot of T-shirts. So, was that like one of your biggest pitches to Hank and Los, and why do you think accessories is so was so on your mind and prevalent to put to SEC?
I just think it was more of when I came on, I got asked to come on. I never asked him at all in any way, shape, or form. Was just like, hey, let me get. No, it was just like he saw. I recently started posting just my outfits. Anytime I went out, I just post an outfit and throw it on Instagram and get a decent amount of likes. People liked it, and people would always hit me up like, yo, you dress nice. You know how to, fit some pieces together. Cool. So I think it was that aspect that really got to them with like, hey, let's add on this guy because he kind of knows how to fit things together.
So I can cut you off there. Like, so where do you think you can attribute that to? I can ask Hank this on his own podcast. People went to fashion. I like hearing their backstory and why is fashion so prevalent to you. So like, to you may not think nothing of it, but there's some people, obviously who have zero drip. So it's like zero drip. So, where do you think you can, someone like an aspiration, so like inspiration to your fashion sense, or, where did that come about?
To be honest, I stopped giving a fuck about what everybody thought about. I would just buy some outrageous shit and just see what people said about it. Cause I wear everything that I buy. I'll throw it up on Instagram, but yeah, you'll see me on the street wearing that shit for real. So, it was just, I don't know. It was just like this artistic thing in me that just, I really like, just wearing whatever I think looks cool. And that's it.
Best, like, you can't say it's like Kanye or like Iverson.
So hold on.
Or something like that.
So all right. So we're gonna talk about inspirations. I'm gonna talk about inspiration. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can't
Bro,
say Kanye didn't inspire a whole generation. Like,
Kanye's me. That's me. Without the craziness. That's me.
He's like, sometimes with the crazy. I don't know.
Someday, yeah. Nah, but not to that extent. But yes, definitely style wise, it was yay. Bro, he opened the doors. To me, he opened the doors for me. Cause growing up it was yay. That was it. It was, at first it was the pop collars and the polos. That's what I wore. The backpacks at the clubs or whatever, the backpacks at the parties. That's what I wore.
Oh, we got the Throwback Thursdays. We got some Steve. You got those pictures on.
What? So long dog tag, everything, bro. It was everything.
So to touch on it, like where me and Los come from, the era that we grew up, it was the New York era, the 90s, the fucking super bad. We was rocking XL, you know what I mean? The long tees, the extra long tees in high school. We're class of 07, so it was that generation where Steve's a little bit younger than us. So he had while we were still kind of stuck on that and changing into or evolving into the new style, Steve grew up in it. Like that was his generation's thing. So that was where it was the baggy jeans and the whole 90s super heavy, which is kind of coming back now to an extent. Steve was growing up in that Kanye era, the more preppy era, the more things. So it's a culmination of different styles, which has again helped us continue to grow and will help us continue to grow.
Definitely. How about you, Lo? So you have any specific person like Iverson was a big person, coming up. Would you say Iverson, or you have somebody else in your mind who you can contribute yours to?
No, not really. Yeah.
Nah.
As far as like with clothing, I wouldn't say I go with the trend of what's in style, but
that's unique.
Nah, Los always had his own flow, but it was dope. Oh, he always had his own flow.
I
Hey.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
He always
sounds like you guys-
had his own flow.
that's what you guys saying. Sounds like in the group chats, you guys have all three of kind of like your mindset on point of views on it, which I can make a a
And
new
that's
team.
that's the good part is that we have there's three different creative aspects of what SEC is. So it's like it's the better because it'll hit every. I mean, if you have three people working on three different designs with their own flavor and their own flow to it, it's gonna hit a broader audience. So.
Yeah. So touching back to what I asked you earlier, so like the hats and like the pants, stuff like that. So did you just think that was something they were missing? So how like that come about? Like, just think that was like one of the key things.
So I mean, I have some stuff coming out soon. It's not ready yet, but it's coming out soon. But the pants, that was when I was coming in. That's something that Hank hit me with. Was one of the first things he sent me was the pants design. I was like, the cargo pants.
I don't. Yeah. I don't know if Effie knows, but yeah. But I customized some cargo pants that I thought were dope, tactical style. If you hit the website right now, it's 70% off.
Yes, 70%.
We're giving y'all a solid deal. Take advantage of it. It's essentially a liquidation sale. We're just trying to move some things that are clogging up the studio right now, so we can make way, obviously, for the new designs and everything that we got coming up.
We have a lot.
We have a lot. We have that's the beautiful thing. Again, going back to it, where it was just Los and I, we would always hold ourselves back, in the sense of, yo, do you like this? It was a lot of questioning back and forth instead of just, yo, I'm gonna rock with it. I appreciate your opinion. I'm gonna just put it out. Where I think we started Lucid, and even when it was still me and Los before Tamajo came on board, it just got to the point where like, yo, we're holding ourselves back so much from putting out our ideas and our creative thoughts that we just gotta kind of let things go, let things flow, put things out, and then again bringing Tamajo kind of into the fold just helped move things along a little bit more, because now again it's three people having their opinion on it. And again, it's a democracy. If two people fuck with it, whether you like that opinion or not, it's a 2-on-1. You know what I mean? Send it out to a vote. You fuck with it, yes, it's going. And then that's how you continue to push. Obviously, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, man. And the more shots you take, the more targets you're gonna hit. Not again, everything in this world you're never gonna hit on 100% of shots.
That's facts.
You can't take it personal either.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like,
especially
so that's one thing
this.
that we've been we're like, there's been designs where we're like, nah, that shit sucks.
Yeah, we could have our differences, but
Right.
just
And it's
accept-
just like if the majority
Can't
says
take
it
it
sucks, then it sucks. That's not it. That's not the design. So
Have you had
I
any
mean-
feelings there before?
yeah, actually, that was actually one of my. I had some Valentine's Day shit that I was gonna come out with. They were not feeling
it wasn't too bad.
No, and it always gets to the point where it's creative differences, because again, everybody has their own perception of what they think is dope and what it is. The design, it was an amazing base. It was missing something, and the thing is there's a timeline, especially because we do a lot of we do a lot of outside manufacturing. When we first started, a lot of things were done in-house. Screen printing was done in the city and all that. But again, why also touching back to an older topic is why was it a lot of T-shirts at first and not much of different types of collections or hats, accessories, and all that? In the beginning, you're limited with capital. If you don't have capital, you basically you're limited to such a small bucket. That's number one. And then number two, in the United States, there's a lot of dope shit out there, a lot of dope blanks you can get. But you're limited to what can be done in your price range when you're just coming up and you're just starting. So when you start branching out and you start taking a little bit bigger risk and you start reaching out to manufacturers that can do cut and sew, because cut and sew is a whole different game from how a lot of how we started. We've always dealt with just strictly screen printing. A lot of people do DTG now because you can buy a machine, and even those machines run you a couple grand, you know what I mean? 15, 20 grand that you kind of got to put up and trust in that process, and hopefully you make your money back and go through that process. Where once you get into the manufacturing game, it's a whole different world. The budget has to go up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Because now you're dealing with not only just inflation, now you're dealing with minimum order quantities, MOQs. So if you know anything about manufacturers or even printing out here locally or whatever it is, A lot of
Pre-game.
what you can do is based on your budget and your MOQ. So again, MOQ is minimum order quantity. A lot of people are not going to want to mess with you if you come at them, say you can have the fucking dopest design if you don't have the capital for it, first and foremost, because money, cash rules everything around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. If you can have the dopest
Exactly.
shit, if you don't have the money to pay for it up front or even the 50%, whatever it is, they're not gonna do it for you unless you hit the number that makes sense for them. And a lot of these places, especially locally, it's minimum, depending on how complex your design is anything over 5 colors, you're hitting 50 minimum shirts per color per design. So if you want to do a one design, which is, let's say, take for instance the one you got on, it's 7 colors. You have to put 50 of those shirts on. I mean, out through that print process or even the manufacturer just to get that design out. That's 50. If you're just starting out and you can't move 50 and you want that design out, you got to take that hit. Whether you move 10 or you move the full 50, that's something you got to hit. So,
You guys are saying that those who can answer this first, if you like. So you guys never thought about like what Travis Scott does, and you know those street designers are where is pre-order, and you take in a bunch of pre-orders, you see how many you're gonna have, and then you go from that aspect. Or you guys like having it in hand first and then releasing it?
As far as pre-orders, I mean, we have done it here and there, but it all goes, in my opinion, the way you present something. So if I could present something like, hey, like, you know, like, this is what we have,
excuse me.
this is how you can pre-order it. But if you don't present it right, people aren't gonna pre-order it. They're just not gonna do it.
How about you, Steve? Are you a fan of the pre-order and stuff like that, or are you just
I mean, so I would say pre-orders are different because when you if you pre-order, you have to keep in mind that it's a pre-order, so it's gonna take some time to come in. That's what some people don't
Understand.
don't take into account is just that they'll pre-order something and they expect it like 3 weeks later. It's like, no, it's a pre-order. That's why you pay for it first. It's gonna get made or whatever the time it takes. I mean, I've pre-ordered stuff. I mean, like, let's say you pre-order video games.
Mm-hmm.
You pre-ordered it like 2-3 months before the video game comes out, so you'll get it when it comes out.
bro? Sometimes I pre-order shirts and I forget I even bought them.
Yeah, dude.
And I
did
literally
that.
just forget. Like 6 months later, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I even bought this.
I was in Colombia and I got something dropped off that I pre-ordered back in September. And this was in December that I got it. I got it December 27th and I pre-ordered it like September 15th-ish.
Bro, even like the Kanye drops, was
Yeah.
throwing me off. Throwing me off, bro.
So I'll touch a little bit on the pre-order game because I've again, when it was just Los and Los was more of like, yo, let's just get this shit done, have it on hand. He's been more of that. Like, once we have it, we can present it, we can drop it off to you in 3 business days. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And again, that
Delivery
was when we
fast.
were doing a lot of the more print in Pawtucket, go get it printed, go have it done, and put it out to the streets and let them have it almost instantly. You know what I mean? Where once I started operating with manufacturers and started opening that door, that changes what you can do. What a lot of people don't understand, and going back to Majo's point about people don't understand especially coming from the person that's producing it, because as the consumer, you want your shit right away. Yo, I paid for it.
Of course.
Where's my order? Where's my design? Or not design, but where's, you know what I mean? Where's what I paid for? Where's what I gave you the money that was a pre-order for? They want it tomorrow. You know what I mean? You put the pre-orders up today, they want it tomorrow. They don't understand that a lot of the time it's sampling, it's getting things done. I kind of messed up. Nobody was expecting COVID. There was a specific article that I did. It was a first time we've ever done it as a brand. Jean jackets with the King Kong logo embroidered on it. Obviously, you're dealing with people outside of the country, a couple thousand miles away from you. You can't go to Pawtucket, see how that jacket fits, and make sure all the measurements are right, and go back to your house and start. You know what I mean? Like, this is what got to be done. You got to wait till that package gets to you. COVID, as everybody knows, messed up the whole delivery game just to begin with. You can, I mean, you weren't getting anything that you ordered from Amazon for 3 weeks, even if you had Prime. So it's a great tool. It has to be a well thought out tool. because it does give you, and why a lot of people do pre-orders is capital. Capital again is a big game, and it's a big thing in any kind of game that you do, whether it's the shoe game, the video games, whatever you do. Pre-ordering gives you, if you don't have the full capital on hand, you have an idea that allows you to kind of bring something to the people and they're entrusting you in that. So it opens up a different door, but it also puts obstacle in the producer's hands that sometimes shit happens. Going back to the jacket situation, is COVID hit, a lot of shit fucked up. The manufacturer had to shut down. They were in Pakistan at the time. Not only that, you have to understand that, let's say China or Pakistan, they have their own different holidays that are completely different from us.
The worst.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll have holidays
month
that
long.
last. Yeah, that's the month long. We're here.
I swear to God, they'd be lying. I swear to God, they'd be lying. Maybe y'all like, oh, it's another holiday. Motherfucker, again?
This Lunar New Year was like
it's
a month and a
It's a
half.
month and a half. Like, it's shit like that people from the outside looking in, they want instant gratification, and that's kind of the world we've become. Is
Amazon.
I want it, and Amazon kind of fucked with that game with the Prime and all that.
Amazon messed it up, man.
I bought it yesterday. I want it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's a whole different game.
Same
So
day
touching on that a
delivery.
little bit, it's a great tool. It got to be done correctly. And the biggest thing that as a designer or as somebody that's putting that out to the public, the only thing you can ask for from the recipients is patience. And that's the biggest thing. Patience with us. Because of course, obviously, again, you're putting up your money in good faith of you're going to get a product. Again, you may get it in a week or you may get it in 3 months. And a lot of the times you can only thank the person who put the faith in you, gave you that money. You can only thank them for their patience. And hopefully at the end of the day, when the product comes in, they're completely happy with it, because nothing's worse than getting something done, waiting for it for a long time, it coming to your hands, and it's not what you want. I mean, it's like
It's the worst.
it's like ordering something. You see something on
worst.
Amazon, and it's like, yo, that's $150, and then you go on Wish, and it's fucking $25, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna get it on. It's cheaper, and then you compare the products, and it's not what you expected when it looked the same.
Oh, it's the worst, especially like these street designers. You reach out to them. I hope you guys have better response time. These street designers. I buy hats from this dude. He sent me first off, sent me the wrong hat, and then it had a hole in it.
Oh.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I reached out to him. He never answered me back.
My
No,
dog
no,
chewed
no.
it.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
So,
no, that's terrible. One thing I think we do pride ourselves on is being very communicative.
that's low shit there, yeah.
No, but Lo sometimes hates me because I'm sometimes too communicative. Because again, going back to pre-orders and things like that, you want to keep the people within the process, because obviously they put that good faith in you and gave you that money. Again, it's a beautiful thing that we have, because again, it's a friendship. You never take nothing personal. But Los was like, yo, just like let them understand. Don't put too much out. When it comes in, you get it done. But going back to that, communication with anything you do is key in any type of relationship, especially when people are paying you for a service or a product.
it's a
Communication is
service.
thing. And again, I'll give the benefit of the doubt to a lot of the designers or anybody that is in the game to sell whatever it may be to individuals, because say for instance, we'll call it our baby, right? We got 9 to 5s. We got families. A lot of people put that behind them and think that just because I paid for it today, I gotta get it tomorrow. Not understanding that if you were put in the same position, you're gonna have your own shit to do. Shit happens in life. You're gonna have delays. The thing is letting them know. Again, you always gotta let people know. We appreciate your patience. We'll get it to you. And there's been instances where sometimes things might not come on time. And what do? You gotta bite that bullet. You can either offer them their refunds, you can offer them their money back, or you can offer them a discount. You know what I mean? That's the best thing you can do. Customer service is a big thing in any industry. And you kind of just got to take it with a grain of salt, take that hit in the chin when sometimes it may, you may have
But
to.
we're cooking.
Yeah,
We
you
got
may
a lot
have-
of stuff coming out
100%.
soon.
Yeah,
So
a lot of stuff coming out. You guys don't have to worry about the pre-orders because you guys got
Right.
the drops on right now.
The drops.
So you're saying what Steve and Los is wearing? When's that coming out again?
Next week, if not 2
Following.
weeks. So I'd say like the 10th of February. What are we right now? The 30th, yeah? So
Yeah, so it's coming out like right on time. We're pretty much right on cue right here. So this
Actually,
one,
yes, right on cue.
yeah. So what I'm wearing, they could already cop this. Or is it
Right.
sold out already? You guys tell me.
Actually, if you want to cop this right now, if you're seeing this and that sale's still going on and no shirts are available, 70% off. Take it off our hands. Our loss is your win. Because we have so much things coming out that we've gotten to the point where we can anticipate what we want to drop as opposed to being reactive. We're trying to be proactive. So yes, take advantage of whatever we got going on.
How was you wearing?
Oh yeah, I got this
new.
sex, drugs,
That's
etc.
new.
You can't really tell much because the things in the mic's in the way a little bit. But it's a little cherry drop, you know what I mean? The bigger designs in the back.
I'm trying to get up.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, we can post it up.
You post it,
whatever
yeah.
we gotta do.
We actually this will be a good time. Though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we got this one right here.
Good time to
showcase the
show
other
this
one.
Steve,
one.
you got it. It's all you, baby. It's all you.
Yeah, I'll open it. I'll do the grand opening.
But yeah, now this right here is three or four things that we kind of got going on. We have another one in the tuck, if I'm not mistaken. That's never mind. You know what I mean? Wild Mile right there. A lot of times you gotta just, you know what I mean, never mind and just stick to it. You gotta be proactive and just forget about the past, say never mind, and just continue to grind. So it's a beautiful thing.
So when can they cop this one right here?
That one's probably gonna come out on the same time as the Doberman one. So the
Yes,
Doberman
2
one,
weeks.
you can't really see the
Middle of February.
Yeah, I say mid-February.
Yep.
So you got the Doberman in the front, and then below it you got
And there's a lot of detail to that.
There's a lot of
You'll
detail
see
that you
screen
really
print,
can't
screen
see
print
on
on the
here.
flowers. You'll
You
see
can-
the puff print,
Yes.
inside tags. There's just a lot of
This is
detail. on that.
the puff print right here
Oh yes, sir.
sticks out.
I'll take
like a
some
3D.
pictures and put it on the page as well.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
And then again,
Does it just come in white? Is there multiple colors?
no, for this one it's just white.
For
The
that one's
ones
just-
that
yep.
these gentlemen have on is in
These are
green
multiple.
in a acid wash.
Yeah.
The one that I have on is a acid blue, I'd say. Again, it features 2 cherries in the front. On top with the text, it says sex, drugs, etc. And on the back, it's a little bit of extra flavor on there.
Heat.
It's like a world tour. Different cities, major cities on there. Obviously, showing off the Sparkle City is one of the stops that we always got to make, regardless of the fact. So,
Actually, both these shirts right here are World Tour shirts.
yes,
So
sir.
the
Yeah,
back of
right.
your
Yep.
shirt shows. What
That's
is
the
it?
World
That's
Tour
race,
2022.
Yep.
Oh, and this one, yeah.
Oh, the one I'm currently wearing.
Yeah, no, the one that
Okay,
you're
okay,
wearing. Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. Yeah. So love to see it. So you guys, what do you guys have in mind for 2023? What visions do you guys have for SEC?
Again, like I'll touch on it real quick. I think we tapped on it again. The Eternal Spring collection is gonna be, I think, is gonna be one of the more out of the box, doper ones that we've done. Again, touching roots on our Colombian heritage, our Colombian lineage. That one's gonna be fire. My boy Tamajo was cooking up some heat too. You're gonna see some things that we haven't. We've done sweatpants and sweatsuits, but he has a nice little combo going on with that. The hat Los actually got on is also available on the website right now. It's part of the Bricklayers collection, our shirt that we had, design that we had. It
September.
features embroidery on the trucker hat on on 3 panels, front panel and 2 side panels. So that's available to you right now if you go on scc1895.com or sparklecityclothing.com. Check us out, man. The Instagram is honestly the best way to keep yourself in the loop. That's where we have a lot of our posts and everything what's coming out to date. Things like the
It's our main
podcast.
platform to
It's our main
communicate with
platform.
everyone.
And then everything obviously goes on the website from there. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
I love to see it. So you guys aren't slowing down anytime soon. You guys are in a full stride right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the middle of 2022, we really picked up some
Picked up,
things.
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we picked it up a lot.
Do you think you've seen that kind of like when Steve came out? So you guys are opening up more of the SEC platform opposed. Yeah, you guys seeing more buys from outside the state now once you guys open up those designs?
Yeah, no, and I think it started kind of with Los before even Steve came on. Again, Los, I've always been as the creative that I am, I question myself a lot. I second guess myself a lot. Where Los kind of knows what he wants and goes for it, and Los pushes his, you know what I mean, his design. He's like, yo, I'm getting this done. Again, yo, Hank, you fuck with it? I'll take your opinion. Nah, cool. I like it. I'm putting it out. I think that's his biggest strength is ignoring the bullshit and putting it out, not second guessing himself. Where I like to second guess myself for whatever reason. I always think there's a missing piece to something.
Yeah, always.
Fuck you.
Do you get a little like flustered with that sometimes or frustrated sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah, but
Yeah, I know he does.
but it's no hard feelings at
Right.
the end of the day. Like if he gives me his opinion, I'll take. Hey, some of this worked for me, some of this didn't work for me.
Yeah.
I love this motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
Both of
definitely.
these motherfuckers.
Feel like you're way more laid back, just like G.
Yeah, for
Laid
sure.
back, calm, cool.
Yeah, so what I do the most is I reach out to graphic designers. I reach out to like the local game. I love it. And actually, when you mentioned earlier, when you asked me, oh, like, you know, anyone that inspired you, blah blah, I would say yeah, like the local game, dude, because I love it.
Yeah, let's talk about local games. So, like, do you have any, like, you said, obviously, you guys are a Rhode Island-based brand. Are there other Rhode Island-based brands that you see that you want to, like you see, like, oh, that's fire as well, and you see,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's
for sure.
helping you out?
For sure. Right now, there's 712. He's doing this thing. Shout out Ali. Dreams from the East is
Yes,
killing
sir, my
it.
boy Freddie.
Bad Taste.
Bad Taste be doing
I
their
know
thing.
for a while. I don't know if they've been up and again.
There's
Every
a few. There's a
there's
lot of brands in Rhode Island, man. Not just Rhode Island, just everywhere. A lot of local brands.
Yeah. So you guys saying that? So do you guys see anybody like? I'm sure you guys see the streetwear stuff. Like Supreme does collabs with, you know, name anything. Colgate, North Face. They do everything.
Colgate.
Do you guys? They literally.
It's crazy because they do it with literally everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, you know how like Supreme does like collabs with everybody. Is there like, well, I guess not, I wouldn't say realistic, but is there any like local brands you guys would like to do a collab if you can see yourself doing a collab with? And if you guys had like a dream collab, like a Supreme or Palace or something like that, would you guys be open to doing like a collab with, you know, someone, you know, brands of that, you know, stature?
Yeah, no, I think, and we've actually done a collaboration. Again with 712, our boy Ali is also from CF. Actually, the hat that Steven is wearing, if you want to kind of showcase that hat a little bit more, Steve, in there. 712 and Ali's been doing his thing too, man. And again, that's kind of like the beauty of it. We're not in direct competition with nobody. It's never no hate towards anybody, whatever it is. Everybody always likes to pin Pawtucket versus Central Falls or every other city versus itself. Like, we are one. We are Rhode Island. We've done, matter of fact, speaking about We Are Rhode Island, we did an Olympic tee that I designed, and we collabed with RIOG, which is a big brand, you know what I mean? Big known. I think they're more into the podcast game now. They kind of put out things that are literally just Rhode Island OGs that people can touch on from anywhere where they've moved to, but are originally from Rhode Island. Again, we've collaborated with Ali and 712. And just, again, shouting out all the different brands. Again, 712, Dreams from the East, Bad Taste and Providence. What's another one? I think I don't know if they're called the Bucket or the Deli or whatever it may be from Pawtucket. That's also another dope brand. Roll One or Rolling One is another one. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things. Providence is known as the capital, obviously, of Rhode Island, but we're known for a very fucking our creative juices here in Rhode Island, which I think nobody can stop us from what we're doing. There's nobody that we're in competition with. Obviously, you're always in friendly competition. You kind of want to like, yo, that's dope. All right, what can I do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that sense. Exactly. It's motivation as opposed to I gotta do one better than this dude. Like, no, it's not like that. We're open for any collab if it makes sense. Obviously, it gotta make sense for both parties. Obviously, it gotta work for the group. It gotta be this. It gotta be that. But there's no animosity towards any specific brand, anything like that. It's all love on this side. People celebrate us the same way we celebrate these people as well. We're all one, man. We're Rhode Island. Because I think the biggest thing that you get from a lot of people that are trying to break it in Rhode Island, whether it's rappers or models or podcasters or whatever it is we're such a small state that sometimes we think that we gotta outdo each other within this, because we all have that crab in the barrel mentality. We're all trying to come out the barrel first so we don't get stuck in the dinner plate, whatever it is, as opposed to if I made it on top of the bucket, I'm lending my hand down, I'm picking you up, and I'm bringing you over with me. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the biggest things that people got to understand coming from this small state is we can make a lot of motherfucking noise if we all brand up together and pull ourselves straight out the fucking bucket, man. And that's free game for all of y'all. Cha-cha.
Yes, sir. How about you, Los? Anybody you see, like, you know, you guys are a gang, but anybody you see, like, you can see yourself doing a collab with, or, you know, major brands that'll be like a cool, like, goal down the line?
As far as local brands or just overall?
Local overall.
Local, like the ones that I mentioned earlier, Dreams from the East, Rolling One, Ali. I mean, we already did one collab, but another one would be great.
Sneaker Junkies is another one that's actually producing
sure. Yeah.
things now. You know what I mean? We'd love to get into the thing
Definitely.
with us
Get something in with
is a
them.
lot of the times when we do things, like, we're so focused on feeding the people that a lot of the times we don't need, like, people get mad at us, like, yo, especially, like, let's take, for instance, the sale that we had going on. Everybody's like, yo, I went on the website, everything's sold out. I get it. It sucks as the consumer because you want to purchase something, but you got to understand that's the whole purpose of why we're here.
Yeah.
Is to give you guys what you want, and if things are being sold out, that means you guys, as far as the consumers, are doing your part to help us out to give more back to you. So it's a beautiful thing, and a lot of the times that we've talked, we'd love to be in local stores. If any local store wants to fuck with us and wants to put
That'd
us
be
out
dope.
there, now that we've kind of grounded ourselves a little bit more, we've kind of figured out the formula. We can do things with a lot more foresight as opposed and be proactive rather than reactive. I think we have an opportunity to continue to grow. Like Damajo touched on it earlier, I think we're trying to open up the game in Colombia. I think it's a big part. It's in our blood. So to have something that we can do out there, we got a lot of connections out there. If you're ever in Medellin, Santatu, that dude's a fucking monster with the tattoo pen. Again, Ryan Castro and his people from out there have showed us
Definitely.
love. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out
Definitely.
there that can that we can have and build connections with. AC Black, Kaze 401. A lot of these people that can show us love and have shown us love, and we're showing them love right back. I think we can open these floodgates and really make some shit happen.
You'll see the brand in Colombia soon.
Hey, facts.
You'll see it soon.
Eternal Springs by SCC.
Come on.
Love to see it, baby. How about you, Steve? So end up that one there. So anybody, there's a local brand. So how about we can go with the global?
We'll go with the
brands you.
globals.
Global,
Like,
yeah.
obviously, I'm gonna hit Supreme. Kith is a big one.
Kith is dope.
Man,
Kith is
come
dope.
on, Kith. I don't know. So
Yo,
many.
I mean, you can hate all the fuck you want on Supreme and say it's whack and say it's fucking what's it called
You get sold out.
No, not even just that's again. It's a beautiful
just a
thing.
simple
You can't
brand
be
that they
fucking
just-
mad at it.
Yeah, you can't be mad at it.
And that's why I love Los's energy on it. Yo, we gotta put our shit on fucking everything. Like
Yeah, on everything, yeah.
It's you literally gotta look what Supreme did. The BOGO. BOGO is one of their biggest fucking things, and it's a red box with Helvetica fucking font on it.
Yeah.
That they put it on bricks. They put it on hammers. It's something sometimes simpler.
You got this solo cup. You put on
You
a
put a
Supreme
fucking
logo
Supreme
on
logo
that.
on it. It
$50
goes-
right there. So
Facts.
come on.
So you can't knock them for that.
It'd be
People
cool to be something like that.
Yeah, people say it's hype beast and all this and that, but you got to respect the game, man. They
gotta
came
respect
from a
the game,
skateboarding
man.
a skateboarding community that you know what I mean. They have that's a big fucking community in and of itself. It's a tough community. It's one that rallies, and that's the thing. I think that community really rallied aside from itself and help that brand push themselves because again, stickers on fucking skateboards. I'm pretty sure that's how it started. Those skateboards.
Yeah,
And
branding.
they just fucking put that shit
Publicity,
everywhere, and it is
branding.
a Supreme brand as Supreme brand. So
You say put SEC on everything, Los. So what would be like the first, like top 3 things you would do? Top 3 items you could see yourself putting SEC on.
If you want to say like little things,
Yeah, like accessories like Supreme
yeah,
does.
everything.
yeah, it's literally everything. But lighters, ashtrays, all my smokers,
Everything.
dude, on everything. It could just go. I had done a
Socks.
podcast
I mean,
with
any accessory.
one of my
to be
cousins,
honest.
and they asked me, you know, like, where do you see it? And I'm like, dude, I see it everywhere. Right now it's still, we're like 8 years in, and we're still in like the early stages. Some people take off right away. We're still growing.
I didn't
Last year
tell
we
you.
were
I
here.
didn't tell you guys. Hold on. I didn't
Tell
tell
us,
you
tell
guys.
us.
Hold on. I didn't tell you guys.
Is this breaking news?
This is breaking news.
Okay, tell us.
Where the fuck? I was in Medellin. I was in Medellin somewhere, and there was an SEC freaking sticker.
I
That was
probably did
Los.
it, man.
That
Come
was
on.
probably-
You know, we gotta order some more. We gotta order some
I
more.
was, dog, imagine like I had no clue. I was just there, and I saw it on. It was on a like one of those traffic light poles.
yeah,
Random.
And
Like it was the only sticker there, and I was like, oh shit, what? I didn't take it. Nah, I didn't.
touching on the topic about what Los just said about 8 years in and getting our footing in is people. Oh, y'all been rocking for 8 years and blah blah blah. Like the fact that we've been rocking for 8 years, never gave up.
Bro, hold on. Shout out to everybody that had supported since
Well,
day
and that's exactly where I was
'Cause
getting
that's
at. It's because of the support of the
important.
people since the
It's
inception
important.
of it. that we never gave up. Because I've told Los, especially early in the beginning, where again capital was an issue. We didn't have a graphic designer, so a lot of the simpler designs was basically us just trying to figure something out and work with it and get it printed and do having to do just a simple one color, because you can only do 25 shirts at the time because you're just starting out, instead of having to do 50 shirts of one design and then 50 you know what I mean. Shout out to y'all people, because y'all really are the ones that keep us going, man, because the people from the outside looking in think, yo, I can do that.
Yeah, or do this, do that. But
Or yes, very heavily opinionated, and because they see somebody else. And again, that's human nature. You always think I can do better than that, or I can do what the next man does. Effie, how long you been doing your podcast? How much fucking work does it take to put out?
It takes hours,
Bro, hours. It's about to be a 1 year. That's going to be a year when this one drops.
And you want 6?
Yeah?
Listen,
It's going to be like
What number podcast was this?
It's going to be like
Cheers,
66 or
cheers to that.
65.
Cheers to
Cheers to
that.
that.
Cheers.
Actually,
Cheers.
cheers to that.
Let's get it,
one.
baby.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
you guys coming
go.
on.
So it's not about
And people all the time like, oh, people think doing a podcast is easy.
Nope.
Bro, this shit is not easy. First off, doing the board, hosting, being entertaining, getting guests on, doing the reels, putting on YouTube, doing the captions.
just being consistent.
Dude, just
Bro,
the editing.
consistent.
I bet you just the editing, everybody would be like, nah.
on top
never
of all
mind.
that, having
good.
a
good.
regular life.
I'm good.
On
Yeah.
top of that, having a life.
Regular life.
Having a life.
And you said like Lowe's been doing the social media aspect of it. You should know. You guys know. He guys putting up pictures, reels for your stuff. That shit is not easy.
It's not, dude. And we all, like Hank said earlier, we all have our own lives. We all have our 9 to 5. We all have our own problems.
Yeah, man.
Like there's been times where I want to like
Quit.
and I wouldn't say like fully quit, but I'm like, all right, like like let me just focus on other things. But like not just I love SEC, but dude, I love this game.
Yeah.
And I feel like Money Mitch, like it's like I love the game, like, I love the hustle, but I really do because I love the
You gotta love,
I
you gotta
love
like
the
what you
local
do.
scene, and
Yeah.
I love,
You gotta like
and that's
what you
where
do.
people start. Like people start from the bottom, and
Yep.
just like people that made it. Where did they start, dude? From the bottom.
Facts.
And like, dude, like they were consistent, and they just kept grinding it out until it happened. And
Yeah.
and if you don't do it, it's not gonna happen.
Exactly, bro. Like,
You'll never know if it happens.
exactly, bro. Like you guys gotta keep posting to get sales.
Right.
I gotta keep posting to get views and get more people on. So like, even if I take 2 or 3 days off, I'm like, damn, I gotta post a reel right now because
Yeah.
if not, I don't want to go ghost on my
And
Instagram.
that's one of
Yeah.
the biggest things.
You gotta stay constant.
And that's kind of what I think I personally believe that we differ from a lot of these brands. And some of them some of them do what we do, and that's the hustle, the drive you have to have. A lot of brands, and you could probably let's take the BOGO for instance. That shit is worldwide. Again, you put it on hammers, you put it on anything, and it's a big thing. One brand might take that just simple design and run with it for 5 fucking years, and it'll be there lucrative because they're only giving you one thing in different colorways. And again, people are gonna buy it if it's a thing. The thing with us is if you look at our catalog, we've produced over in 8 years, bro, I think at least 100 different designs of different variations of whatever it may be. That shit ain't easy.
That shit's not easy
That
at
shit
all.
is not easy, bro, because we could have had one thing, and that's kind of where I think Los and I both agree on is we got to continue putting shit out. We got to continue innovating, putting something different out, giving something, you know what I mean? Giving
See what
something new to
sticks.
the people, bro.
Wanna see what sticks too. You never
and see
know.
of course, and see what sticks.
Yeah.
Certain things, obviously, you start analyzing the analytics and start seeing what sticks, what didn't. Well, what did they fuck with? What didn't they fuck with? What goes on? And then you start obviously narrowing down your thing, but still keeping your foot on the pedal, man, because you can't give up especially in this game, man. Once especially not even this game, this day and age, man. Once you let a month slip by, especially in this game, and you have that traction, you have 1,000 fucking sales, you have X amount, and you go missing for 3 days. That's it.
Yeah.
I can't remember who told me
this.
this, but they told me that like, hey, like social media is the new cable.
Yes.
And your page is a channel.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the more you put out
fucking awesome.
and the more content that you provide, the more people are going to be
It's a good
viewing your
analogy.
channel. If you disappear, people are going to go to the other
Out of
person's
sight,
channel.
out of mind.
Oh,
Yep.
100%.
It's kind of like, hey, like
Out
when
of
I'm
sight, out of
watching,
mind.
I don't know, like TNT, and I'm watching the movie, and then the commercial goes on, I flip right to the
Different
other
channel.
channel, and
And
I'm
you get
hoping, I'm
all
like,
that.
oh, I'm hoping that other channel's not on commercial, and if it is, then I go back. I keep going back and forth. But if it's on a movie or if it's on something that I caught
great
my mind,
analogy.
you know what? I'm gonna stick to that page.
I don't know if you guys ever watched those. I don't know, like on YouTube, they have these like these old school, like let's say like '96 cartoon shows that it's like, oh, like, you know, flashback memories, blah, blah, blah. And they'll start playing these like cartoons that you used to watch as a kid.
Nostalgia's a mother.
Yeah, nostalgia, bro.
Nostalgia.
So you start watching these shows or whatever on this freaking YouTube video, but it's like shows that you used to watch as a kid, but it had like 1 or 2 seasons and then it fell off. But it was like, yo, that show was fucking bomb. That's like the same shit.
You know, you want to be a bomb. You have to keep posting. You have to keep putting up content.
You got to keep going.
to
you got to
have
going.
that long
To
longevity.
keep that audience.
Yeah.
It's the audience. It's the audience.
And Lowe's, just because you've been on, you know, the OG, was there like a design where you were like, oh, this is the one, and then it didn't
yeah,
hit,
I think
and
so.
then there was one you're like, I'll just put it out, and then that one hit.
Yeah, a lot of them. But recently, as far as like middle of 2022, a lot of the stuff that we put out, like I just saw it in like the audience, like the response that we were getting, it was like, yo, you guys are dropping some heat. Like you guys stepped it up, and that's when Tamayo came in, and yeah.
That's far. You know, I was asking, is like, not that was not to be negative. Like, I'll even put clips up on like, you know, on IG, whatever, and I'm like, I'll just put this one up, whatever. Most viewed one. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I put one up. I'm like,
That's
oh, this
weird.
one's gonna be fire. This one's so
And
funny.
it sucks.
You have 150 views. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Listen, if
That's wild.
All the time,
I
bro.
hate that.
All the-
It's
It
the same
happens,
thing-
though. It
it's the
happens
same
a
thing
lot.
It's the same thing with the market, man. The stock market. You can, if you could predict what the fuck is gonna happen, you would be a fucking millionaire. Why
go
aren't
ahead
there
and
fucking
predict.
multimillionaires that just come, because you can't predict this? Sometimes what you think. It's again, you're putting something to them. This is an idea that comes from 3 individual people that you hope the masses take in. You're trying again a lot, and again, I think being a creative is you got to think about the masses and what fits into or what will they gravitate towards, but you're putting your own flair on it. What his design might be, and my creative or my design might be, and
I think as
design might be.
designing, as a like the
It's-
designing person, the designing aspect of it, it's super hard.
Oh,
because
it's fucking
you get into your
difficult
head,
as
you
shit.
start thinking about like, oh shit,
You start
oh,
second
maybe,
guessing
people
everything,
don't
bro.
like this. Oh god, I like this, but I don't think anybody else is gonna like it.
Right.
It gets weird. It gets just very weird. You just got to go with your gut feeling.
And the
like,
styles are constantly changing. So I could be like, oh, hey, like let's create this graphic designs, graphic t-shirts are in, and by the time that, hey, me and Hank and Tamayo have talked about, hey, we're gonna do this. Next
Boom,
thing you know,
next
it's
style.
like, dude, no, that was in style maybe
Yeah, last
7
season.
months ago. Like that was in style in the fall. The colors, like no, those,
Yeah.
those colors were good for the fall.
yeah,
and
everything's
spring.
off.
Especially
Stuff.
with like Shein and all these fucking things that it's called fast fashion, where you got these multi-million-dollar companies that are fucking just pumping millions of dollars
Literally.
into shit and can do anything that they fucking want, and then you have local boys like us that are just trying to, you know what I mean, from the ground up. It's our capital, it's our money that we're putting into it, that can do, and that's another thing I love to touch on, and it's always been like a thing that I've always told Los is, from the outside looking in, everybody looks at the local brands and all this like, yo, why ain't you doing this? Why ain't you doing that? They don't understand the work that goes into it. And they don't understand that we're not fucking multi-million-dollar corporations that have 15 different employees that can do X amount of thing when he's in his 9 to 5, or he's with his family, or I'm in my 9 to 5, I'm with my wife, or Tamajo, you know what I mean, is doing his 9 to 5, whatever it is. Like, we all have different timelines and different things that we got to take care outside of just the brand, and life happens. Like,
Yeah.
everything just isn't peaches and fucking cream where you can just put it in the fucking oven and it bakes in 25 minutes. Like, it's this instant. I think that's where social media is a blessing and a curse, is you can order it. Again, Amazon Prime fucked the game up for a lot of corporations to begin with, and that's why they became a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Facts.
Where once you have that capital, you can do all that. But when you start from the ground up, or even if you're already a couple years into your business and you don't have the hands, or where you can outsource things and take it off your hands and put it on somebody else's plate to do that work, and you got to do that daily grind your damn self, you're not gonna get the same results that these people are getting, and then you're gonna get criticized from the outside in for not giving them what they want, when they want it, how they want it. You know what I mean? So it's a struggle, but sometimes again you got to take those hits on the chin. You got to keep on moving, and you got to continue putting shit out there.
Yeah.
Again, you're not gonna hit every shot that you take. You just got to keep shooting them shots, man. Stay in the gym and stay consistent. I think is the biggest key in anything in life, man.
I just want to just add on to
Yeah, of
one
course.
thing. So about that, when we come out with something, a design or something, it's usually like on some first come first serve. Like we're gonna come out with maybe, I don't know, a certain amount of pieces, and whatever we sell, most likely that design won't come back,
Right.
unless it's favored by the majority of the audience, the clients. They like it. I mean, we've come back with a bunch of stuff just because people are like, yo, I wanted this and you guys sold out, and I really, it's cool. But a lot of the things we most likely won't come out with again. So it's first come, first serve. You get it first. It's yours.
Get it when it's hot.
Get it when it's hot.
Get it when it's hot, baby. And I have a couple fun questions. So Steve, so say you're just popping, the females are buying it. You see a female out in the streets, a guy in the streets wearing it. You don't like their swag, or you're like, damn, you ain't rocking it right.
Calling them out.
Yo,
I'm gonna freaking Randy Orton their ass and call them out on it.
and not to take that question away from Steve, but I'll just touch on it and then Steve can jump right back on it. It's that's the biggest gratification for somebody that does it like us, man, from a local brand to be out in the real world and see people like, yo, that's my shirt.
It's crazy, dude. We be seeing it. I be seeing SEC everywhere.
He or she gave their fucking hard-earned money that they went to their 9 to 5. They fucking bought that shirt to support us, bro. I don't think there's nothing better in this game than seeing people show you love and be like, when you're like, yo, that's my shit. That's fucking
definitely
dope, bro.
If I see you all right, maybe if I see you in CF rocking it, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh shit, that's cool.
Right.
If I see you in Newport, Middletown,
It's such a fucking dope feeling, man.
Compton, Rhode Island, which I don't even know who the fuck lives there, but whatever. Compton, Rhode Island, I'm gonna go give you a hug. I'm gonna be like, yo, thanks for the support, B. Because that shit's wonderful, bro. Yo, if you finding something like outside of obviously your hometown or whatever.
It's fucking amazing.
Because seeing in CF, you see it. I mean, Sparkle City, we're out there.
So what's your thoughts too on Los and Down? You see people outside of CF wearing it. Makes you feel good. Just
I love it. And what you were asking as far as the
style
if their
of-
swag, their style. I'm gonna talk my shit like in my head. I'm gonna talk mad shit. I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna hit up my group chats like yo. But I'm gonna love it because dude, the way I look at it, that's marketing for us.
Right.
And you're fucking with us. I fuck with you, man. That's what's up.
This is fire, yeah.
It's cool. It's cool just seeing somebody that's like, wow, like I came out with that design and they liked it so much that they bought it.
Could have wore it
So
better,
it's-
but fuck it.
Yeah.
Could have wore it better, but
Going back to the drip,
I'll pass.
It's not my fault you had an umbrella and you couldn't rock it right. You know what I mean? Like,
Speaking about-
if it's drippy, it's drippy. If not, you know what I
It's
mean? I appreciate
drippy.
you buying it, but that's not the way it was supposed to be rocked sometimes.
Not the way it's supposed to be, Rob. But how about
no offense, but
with me, I answered the previous podcast before. I'm not sure how you guys feel about this. Females, if a female you're interested in, you're with, has no swag, is that a no? Is that can't rock with this? Like, does she have to have swag, or are you just like, you know what, I got swag, it don't matter?
not to, it's funny you look at me.
I don't think.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, 100%. Oh yeah.
I felt like if you, I don't, because you're so stylish, all you three are, but just they're rapping this way around. I feel like I can't do it. If you have zero swag, I can't do it. I can't be rocking with you if you're wearing some
No.
Skechers, some Levi, some some
Dude, because
Wrangler
it throws
jeans.
it
No
throws the
way.
whole like aesthetics of the couple off.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're walking with a female right next to you and come on, you're fresh as shit, and then you have a female that's like you said, Skechers and freaking whatever,
Wrangler jeans.
the Wrangler jeans and Walmart shirt. Come on,
I think it
doesn't-
matters to
it
like a
doesn't
certain
fit.
extent, but yeah, if you go, you just can't be wearing no crusty white forces.
Right.
Wear whatever the
Oh
hell
my
you
God.
want, but
Yeah.
Look like
you
you
wear
just
that or
worked
you
out.
wear some.
Look like you just worked
You
a
wear
12-hour
Jordans,
shift
what are they,
at
the
Dunkin'
retro
Donuts.
Jordans? Nah, man, that's not happening.
Nah, facts.
Is it
And
retro?
And
That's
the
what it
thing
is?
is, like, yo, that's one thing that. So me and my wife, like, she matches my fly, and it's a great thing. You know what I mean? Like, as far as
Aesthetics.
significant couples, like when I've been, I've been with my wife, or we've been married for a year now, but I've been with her for 10 years. You know what I mean? So when I brought her on, she had her own thing. I had just met her. You know what I mean? She had her style. The thing is, when you grow in that relationship, everything grows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You start bringing on things. You know what I mean? You develop.
together.
You develop. Again, not only the relationship, but you start understanding what the person is, how they do,
Yeah.
and sometimes you help them out. You know what I mean? The thing is, but like, going back to your question,
Don't
like,
wear
if
Air
you
Forces.
if you just
Don't wear those
start,
crusty Air
starting off,
Forces.
and I see you, right, hypothetically speaking, I mean, I didn't have a significant other. I didn't have my wife, and I'm trying to holler at a girl. And the first thing you're gonna see, regardless of whatever it is, you're always gonna look at the people, top to bottom. You're gonna see how they are, if it matches with how you are and how you handle yourself, it's gonna be a match. You know what I mean? A lot of the times you can change certain things. You can't change everything. As far as personality and all that, a lot of that shit it's embedded in them. You can change how somebody dresses. You know what I mean? But sometimes first looks, like how Lo said, you can't be rocking no crusty ass Forces.
Bro.
When I got crispy whites that are a year
Say
old.
something. Say something. You got something to say.
Why is that a
Say
thing?
it.
Why the whites wear dirty ass Forces, bro? Why is that a thing? I hate the dirty Forces. Don't-
It's
like wearing dirty Uggs. It's like in that category. Man.
Don't get it, bro.
it's
A couple
like,
months ago, I went to a bar in Narragansett. I forgot what the name of the bar was, but I'm not
don't
kidding
put 'em
you.
on blast, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Do
put
it.
Put the
There
finger
was
on it.
there was definitely a bunch of basic girls with leggings and just crusty, the crustiest earphones.
Don't get it.
Yo, super choked up on top of that.
I mow my lawn with some crusty Air Forces, and my
look, that
shits
look
don't
better
even
than
look
them,
like
right?
that. Like they don't even look like that, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's you're a part of your environment. Like where we're from, where we're all from.
Yeah.
You
You had to be
know what I mean?
fresh. You had to keep
fresh.
it clean.
Where they got daddy and mommy money. Yo, the funny thing is, those crusty bitches probably are pulling up in a Range Rover. Where I'm looking fresh as shit coming out of my Toyota Camry.
Tell me that.
Listen, but I'm gonna still judge you on what you have on because I didn't see the car you had on. You know
100%.
what I mean? Like, so
Your
that's what
shit's
it is.
crusty.
How about the opposite? How about the girls who just want top
Oh
designer?
man, that's
Los, you want to answer this first? I'm helping you a little bit. So, girl, you talk to a girl, whatever. She's like, oh, I need to be Gucci down, Dior down, Louis Vuitton down. So, the complete opposite section from the Dirty Forces. This bitch just wants top designer, bags, Gucci bags, everything. Are you rocking with that, or is
I'm rocking with it, and it's also like, yo, by the way, I'm a size 30. You know what? You want to wear Gucci? I do too. You're gonna get me. You want me to be fly, right?
yeah. We flipping.
You
the
buying
script, yo.
that?
Y'all
All
buying
right, me
them shits for
too.
us, man. You know what I
No,
mean?
Los.
Get one for me too.
no,
Facts,
Los?
facts.
You need to buy it for me though. You're my man now.
I mean, I can buy maybe here and there, but I got some SEC merch too. Maybe you might like some of
Here
this,
and
right?
here and there, once the income
There's a sale,
tax
70%
once the
off.
income tax money comes in,
How about you, Steve? You rocking with that? Like you have to buy the Gucci, you have to buy the Dior. That's not you.
No.
It's not your aesthetic.
it's nah. It's,
He's buying it.
Debate-
He's buying it.
Debatable.
It depends.
Depends how bad she
It
is.
depends.
J Lo. Okay, what do you want? What size are you? How about you, Hank? To end up, you rock with that, or she has to have
Nah,
like.
she could. The thing is, you gotta have a balance with everything. You know what I mean? You gotta be able. Yo, if you like when I step out, and that's like for me at work. You see me at work. I work in a pharmaceutical company. I'm not gonna rock my fucking daily shit into work where I gotta deal with chemical splashes, salts, this and that. Where my shit's gonna get crusty. You see me outside of work, you're gonna see me in some dope shit. So the thing is, you gotta understand there's different levels to it. But if you're only high class, high sedity, and all that, and you. The thing is, nowadays, these women only chase what the pocket can give them. You know what I mean? If you
And
give them, you know what I mean?
That
And
is so true.
Real talk, honestly, we can all have money in the bank account. I'll give you the perfect example. Look at fucking Bill Gates. Look at what's his name? Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. All these dudes. These dudes is I mean, they're white. No offense to them. They all, you know what I mean. They didn't come where we come from. They don't glorify the style that we have and how we present ourselves. But you look at these dudes, yo, a lot of the times you see these memes and everything on fucking thing. Yo, I got the newest Jordans that just came out. My man's, you taking the bus. The same thing could be said for the female. Yo, you over here Gucci'd out, Prada'd out, this and that.
And you on Spirit. You're taking
But
Spirit flight.
Right, not only just Spirit, but you're asking, you know what I mean? Like, you're 3 months behind rent just
Yo,
because
Spirit
you
ain't even all that bad. Just
Yo,
wanted to cut
y'all
you
be
off,
hating.
but
Yeah, y'all be hating. Y'all want to be first
International.
class like it's fucking Jack Harlow. and
I only
shit,
had
bro.
bad
But I
luck
would
with
be
them
very
once, and I
skeptical.
missed the first day of the wedding.
because of Spirit.
But
So
that
fuck
was the
Spirit, man.
Does they cancel on you?
Yeah, dude, I have
Oh.
to stay in Miami.
Did they even like credit you or nothing
No,
like that?
dude, I didn't even want to fight with them. I was just like, you know what, fuck you. You guys really can't get me there.
that's
I'm only
the-
there for 3 days, man. Shit.
That's the fucking
That's
worst, bro.
wild.
I'm not sure if you got me an IG, but I got stuck in Iceland, bro.
I saw that, dude.
Bro.
That's terrible.
24 hours.
So-
3 days.
3 days, dude.
Bro, they didn't even answer my email. They still haven't answered my email.
Dude,
Bro,
what?
fucking, I missed my entire fucking trip to the
Fucking
Netherlands.
nuts. And they don't give two shits
No.
about you, bro.
Bro, it was fucking wild. But that's
You had like a whole Euro trip?
yes, bro. I'm gonna go visit my brother lives out
Fuck
there.
yeah.
Have you been to Netherlands or no?
No, that's supposed to be Netherlands first, then to go to Germany.
So Iceland,
then
Iceland was a
Iceland Air was just my layover for an hour.
Shut the fuck
Yes,
up.
bro, for an hour.
3 days.
Literally for 3 days, bro. I was so fucking heated.
Nah, that's wild.
Oh, I'm
Was
so
that,
sorry.
was
I
that
didn't mean
during
to
like
laugh.
the Southwest and like when all that stuff was going or no?
No, just because there was a ice storm and there was a snowstorm, snow windstorm in Iceland, and we got stuck there. Yeah, bro. I was landing, the entire fucking plane was like going back. I honestly thought I was gonna die. It was
Was that
wild.
before or after Christmas?
Right before Christmas.
Yeah,
All
but it-
right, because
but
that's
it-
when you were coming. You were going to Medellin, Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when
that's
we were
why I
in
remember
Colombia
that.
enjoying the nice weather. No planes getting
I
delayed.
was actually. I didn't buy my ticket, but I was gonna go to Iceland.
Oh, you're lucky you didn't go.
Oh, you were? That's right. I forgot.
in a couple of days, actually.
Yo, no,
Oh, yeah,
that's
like, yeah,
wild,
go.
though.
But
Fucking
yeah.
hour layover to turn into a 3 day.
bro, so
fucking
heated.
bro.
But to get back to end off the top designers, how do you guys feel about someone like a Lamar Jackson? This motherfucker goes Gucci hat, Gucci shirt, Gucci vest, Gucci pants, Gucci shoes.
Mix it. Fuck that. Mix it.
Nope, you're not a fan, Steve.
No, I'm not a fan.
I think it's
Steve,
fly.
thumbs down.
I think
down.
it's fly, but I just think like,
Same brand
dude.
all the way through?
Yeah, Gucci,
Gucci down to the
Gucci
socks?
down to the
No, I
socks.
think
Nah, I think it's
I think
fly. I
that's
just think it's
ridiculous.
more like my dude. Forget the style. Focus on the playoffs, man. Like, yo, you're fly. We know it. But it's like, yo, get some good wins. Get some real serious wins.
Focus on the playoff.
Fucking answer. Get your fucking bag. Yeah, cool what you rocking, nigga.
Nah, but if
Focus on
if
the
he's
playoff.
gonna walk in fresh, I mean, I wouldn't go so hard on the Gucci. I would do the
See,
Gucci
there's a-
accessories to me.
Can I,
That's me.
I'll touch base. The thing is, like, and it's funny because when it's especially Gucci, right? Let's take Gucci and Louis V, which they're known for their monograms, right? They're known for their all over prints. They're known for this and that. If you're rocking super monogram shit out where you got the double G's or the LV and all that, and I think at that point you kind of got to go with the whole flow. You can't. I personally don't think you could rock a Gucci top known as Gucci. Like it can say Gucci on it, but if you got a monogram on, the full fucking jacket on, and then you go down and you got the LV belt with the LV monogram, I think that clashes a little bit. But if it's more of the traditional, more of like, so take for instance, Polo Ralph Lauren. They got Polo, they got Polo Sport, they got Polo Ralph Lauren, and they got Black Purple Label. There's a whole difference between those different structures where Purple Label is not even branded. It's just the fucking quality is insane. He's pulling up a picture. So if you're mixing brands and it's all over the place and it's monogrammed out and it's this and that, that's crazy. But if you're rocking shit and you can flip it properly,
Wait, is that it?
Yeah.
See, that's monogrammed out. That's a little bit different.
So Hank,
I'm
thumbs
not-
up,
I'm
thumbs
not-
down.
That fit?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling the fit personally. It could be Gucci. It could be a fucking $15,000
just
fit.
caca.
I'm not personally feeling it. You could have styled that a lot. Yo, that's a lot of things. A lot of these people who fucking feel like they got the money in the bag and they throwing on Gucci and this and that. Y'all motherfuckers don't know how to rock.
I give it a thumbs up.
Bro,
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up,
they're-
Gucci.
No, thumbs down. They're throwing that. Like Hank said,
That puffer vest is fire though. That's probably the best fit on the best piece in that fit.
is that
The puffer.
No,
I don't know what the
it's
fuck it is.
Montclair. It's Montclair.
That
It's
Montclair,
Montclair.
yeah.
I think Gucci down.
No, that's
We
Montclair.
can do a little quick.
You give it a thumbs up, Effie?
thumbs down.
Yeah,
Yeah, thumbs
Montclair.
down. I don't like the.
The big G's and the little G's.
Bro,
No, I don't like.
Capitalized.
Yes.
Minuscula.
my dude, just
I
like
don't like the top and the bottom matching. Like it's too. Then with the shoes matching, it's too much. It's
Yes.
like too. It's
No,
too early 2000s.
yes.
Yeah.
We get it, dude. You can afford
Afford
it.
fucking
I
things.
fucking understand it, but like I'm saying,
Hank
you
said-
can't rock it. You can afford it, but you can't rock it.
Hank, I like the vest though.
Yes.
Give it
Vest
a
is
me.
fire.
That's the dopest shit on the fit.
No, the
Quick,
best,
so, like,
yeah.
Being
Montclair, it's not
fashionistas
Gucci.
here, fashionistas here. We can give a thumbs up, thumbs down. We're gonna. This,
And
thumb-
I'm an in-betweener right here because I'm
gonna say that's a thumbs down.
I fuck with a third of the fit. I don't like the full aesthetic of
How
it.
about this? We're gonna pull up pro trending. So we go through
Yo,
some
some
of
of these dudes be wild. I mean, that's some.
Right here.
Oh, come on.
what we doing.
Oh, he got the Canadian fucking tuxedo.
And it's not even.
It's a
not-
Canadian tuxedo.
It's not even the same color.
So-
Like, it's a whole different. Like, yo,
That's
a
a
thumbs
jeans
down
on
for me.
jeans.
Thumbs
I'd say, yeah,
down.
thumbs
That's
down.
a
I mean,
fucking super.
So
Could be a
I'm
better
gonna
picture.
say one thing about this.
I'm trying to look it up.
But it's Balenciaga though.
I don't give a fuck. what
I'm
the
gonna say
fucking
one thing
brand
about
it
this.
is.
Ready?
That shit could have been a Gap hoodie and fucking some sweats, bro.
You know why this is fresh?
I think it's the picture as well. Like,
You know why
it's
this
not
is
a
fresh
dope
though?
picture.
You know why this is fresh? Because this brings people back to the 90s, and the
So,
90s
no.
are
All
hitting right
Yes.
now.
The
are.
baggy fit and all that is cool.
It's definitely
it's
in right
not. It's not. For me, it's not it. I don't care if it's
I
Balenciaga
don't-
or Louis Vuitton
look
kicks.
at-
Another thing too, the way you lace your kicks says a lot about you, bro. If you're fucking choking your Timbs up with your LVs,
Yeah, but those are the-
I don't give a fuck. Them shits is
Come on,
fly. Yeah, nah,
Louis
those are the
Vs.
Louis V's. No, that's a fly kick.
I'll choke them.
But
You sound like a slut.
yeah, we need a couple of them drops. In there. I like those drops.
How about that's stupid.
That's clean.
That's
clean.
fire. That's
clean.
fire. That's something
yeah,
that-
Who's
that's-
that, Anthony
that's-
Davis?
Anthony Davis,
Thumbs
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, that's fire.
Best fit of the
100%.
three you showed. Yep.
Thumbs up. Our next one. All right.
Thumbs up because we got something coming out like that.
Yep. I fucks with it.
This right here.
Hell
I
yeah.
fucks with it.
Oh, 100%.
Thumbs up. Yeah.
Thumbs up on that.
Holding the shoes too much. What the fuck is he holding the shoes for?
Those are his ball kicks. That's cool.
Again, I know that, but
He can come in with slides and that outfit still dope.
I mean, yeah.
I think
God.
forcing
Is that
it.
my boy
Yeah.
Marcus? Nah, that's not
Nah,
Marcus.
nigga,
Nah,
you're
don't look like Marcus Smart for a
Come
second.
on, bro.
Nah.
Bruce Bowen from the Nuggets.
Dude.
No, it's a
That's
huge
that's
thumbs
a
down.
no from me, bro.
Huge thumbs down. Oh
Yeah,
God,
not mad. I'm not mad at that.
I am
That's not my style.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at that though.
Can't hate on him, man. You seen this girl?
So,
Bad.
Huh? Come on, man. She just had a kid and she's
Facts,
beautiful.
facts, yeah. Nah, as far as
He got
that,
real whitewashed
that's a
after.
tweener for me. I'm not a huge again. Bro, if you look at some of my frop and my middle school shit, when the shit was like, the thing is now people are doing this to stand out, right? I get it. It's cool. You're bringing back the nostalgia of it. Bro, when everybody was rocking it back, like the diesel dress shoes with the baggy pants and the oversized shirts back in frop, when the whole shit was rocking it, you fit it and everything's cool. I get your trend. You're rocking with the trend. I think some of these dudes be trying too much.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was in New York, if I lived
It's
as
a whole that's a
if-
whole
yeah,
different.
no, but because here you can't do that. You can't dress like that here. You get made fun of.
Yeah.
So
Again,
if-
it's the aesthetics from where you're at. You know what I mean?
I would
Like,
100% dress like that.
you do 100%
That would
dress.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what you're saying,
Roughly, I
Tamayo,
would-
as far as like the New York thing? In Rhode Island, I mean,
Yeah, it's a different.
you're not gonna see people outside.
No, never.
Where in New York, it don't matter how cold it is.
yeah.
Bro, in New York,
There's people everywhere.
I was
some
in New
people
York
don't
a
give
couple
two
weeks ago,
flying
and
fucks what they
He was
wear.
rocking the shit in New York. That's
No,
for
no,
sure.
dog. So
I
you
think
would
the
literally,
shirt was a different color, but it was the same outfit.
you would literally see people out like that, and it'd be like brick, and they'd just be like on that
But that's
fashion shit.
but that's
That's
when
New York
you,
City.
When you watch Fashion Week on thing, and some of these fucking multi-million-dollar designers come out with some shit, and you're just like, yo, that's what Fashion Week is.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like,
it is.
what the?
But that's what it is.
But it's crazy because at first
It's
it's,
on
it's
some
new to you,
regular
so you're like,
No,
oh,
no,
but
no,
once
no.
the trend picks up, it's like, oh yeah, I
get
rock with
There's
it.
some pieces, but then there's some other shit that is so
So
outlandish.
check out Fashion Week 4 or 5 years ago. Just check out the Fashion Week 4 or 5 years ago, and you're gonna see that this is
Oh, they're
fashion
ahead
now.
of the
they're
they're
way ahead of the game. So they're
To an
they're gonna
extent.
definitely apply whatever's like, dude. They're
Did
out
you see
there.
yo?
Like,
did
they're
you
the
see Kylie
future.
Jenner's fucking coming to America outfit and then
The-
homegirl,
the lion
and then
one?
homegirl rocking the same
Yeah.
shit and she
Nah.
was like she
The
gave
same
that bitch the-
designer,
She
Isn't
gave
that
that bitch
wild?
the face and was like,
and she wore it way better. I think so.
who? The model?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, Kylie Jenner to me is not.
I just think social media made it like a big deal, like, oh, Kylie's hating, and it was more like, nah, I don't know, maybe that was just her facial expression, right there.
I don't know,
she was
man.
like, "Bitch, you wore it better than me." I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
now you lying.
Like-
Los, how about you?
I got that. I got that that late.
I
I
picked
got
it
that
up right
that
away.
late. I got it super late.
How about if Los gave that? I mean, if Steve was like, "Yo, Los, I'm gonna put this out with SEC. Are you approving that or not?"
Yeah, I'm not stopping it.
No, yeah.
I don't like
That
stopping
jacket-
people's projects.
that jacket. I'm gonna talk.
Jacket's
I'm gonna
fire.
talk about the
If
jacket.
he's doing it, it's because you know what? There's a crowd out there that they're gonna like that.
Yo, you could put up a whole reel because see that's who's that?
Luka Doncic.
I mean, yeah, he's in Dallas.
Yeah.
He's in Dallas though.
He's
in
probably
Dallas.
just chilling with Mark.
That's an everyday cop. You're gonna
He's probably going to Shark Tank with Mark, dude.
you go to a Dallas bar, you're gonna see the whole fucking bar dressed like that.
100%.
You can't be mad at that. He's in Dallas.
Dude, my
right now.
nephew
If he
went
walks
to
in like that, he's buying out the whole bar.
my nephew.
100%.
Dude, my nephew went to Nashville. I think it was. He ended up buying fucking cowboy boots.
Yeah, some of them.
He went. He ended up with cowboy boots. Like, and he wore them during his trip. But
Some of them
shit, if I'm out there, I'm buying them too. Give me a cowboy hat.
Yeah, for real.
My brother was in San Antonio, and like they went to a bar. It was a cowboy themed night. So they had to buy boots like that. They couldn't let you in.
Them shits ain't cheap. Them shits ain't cheap.
What?
This is handmade.
So,
bro.
Like leather.
Thumbs up just for the occasion.
I fucks with it.
Thumbs
Especially,
up,
especially
hell yeah.
who he is, where he's at, and what he's rocking. It fits in with where he's from. I get thumbs up.
All right, I can't see that one that much. Okay. I am not a fan of Jordan Clarkson or Kyle Kuzma. The way they dress.
Kuzma, sometimes you rocking some outlandish shit. Him and Westbrook, bro.
Bro,
I'm not
can you
big on leather, to be honest. Like that.
Alright, so
That's giving me some
Hold on.
party all the
Let
time.
me just-
Party all the time.
yeah, it really does. Let me just
I think he can rock it, but I wouldn't rock it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
and there's
yep.
all right. That's a big point.
the leather pants are cool. Just
The crop top.
flare. No,
The flare
dog,
is too
dog,
flare.
It's a flare.
It's too big of a flare.
Like humongous.
It looks like he got elephantitis on his fucking left
yeah.
foot. I don't mean to offend anybody with elephantitis feet out there, but that motherfucking flare.
Shout out elephantitis
Jackass.
if you got it.
Oh no, not Jackass. Wild Boys. Dude, fucking Steve-O and Chris, man.
Dog, but nah, those are like extreme flares, and I'm pretty sure he has leather freaking,
Leather drawers on.
that too.
Motherfuckers.
So you got the
friction.
thumbs
His
down.
boots, his shoes,
Crazy.
his shoes.
Yeah, then they have to be leather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're boots. They're like the disco platforms.
So you're giving a no.
I'm gonna give it a hard no, just because they're flares. Nah,
Oh, I'm walking in and see.
and you walk like you got butt fucked. 100%. 100% just walk like
It's
uncomfortably
the slow mo.
bumped.
It's the slow mo.
It's a slow-mo.
How about you, Los? You giving that a thumbs up or down?
No, that
Down.
bottom,
But just how
that
you
bottom
said.
flare is crazy.
Just how you said. You know, he could rock it.
Yeah.
That bottom flare is crazy.
I don't even think he can rock it.
Tatum?
That's fire.
Yeah, JT's
I'll fuck
always
with that.
fresh. That's the bean.
Yeah, JT, he'd be rocking a lot of dope shit.
That's actually
I ain't
one
mad
of
at
the-
that.
Big fat.
I ain't mad
One of
at
the
that.
designs.
Again, a little too much, too bell bottomy for my personal taste. I'd like them a little bit
I
more.
think
taste.
that's fresh.
not.
That's what's
I
in
fuck
style
with
right
that.
now.
Yeah, nah,
That's
I
in
fucks with
style.
it. I fucks with it.
You'd rock that, Los?
that's what's
all
in
day.
style.
Would you really?
Yeah.
I really couldn't picture you rocking that. I'd be,
I've never worn white pants.
I love
Besides, like in my we know
First
you do.
community.
My first communion. Yeah.
when you do rock that, I want a picture though. I want a picture
I
of the
got
podcast.
you.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
that's a regular fit. That's
it's a
not-
regular. It's a regular
That's
fit.
yeah.
Yeah, I ain't mad at
You
that.
gonna say weird? I thought you were gonna say weird.
I was gonna say weird because it's kind of
It's
weird.
Kiss. That's Kiss.
Nah, I think it's
ain't
clean.
mad
No,
at
I get it, but I don't know about the
I
red
know.
pants.
The fro
Thumbs down
goes
from
with
you.
it.
The fro goes with it. Does.
Honestly, yo,
Is that a
for me, I wore red pants. Like I used to fuck with red pants with my fucking Jordan.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
I'm not mad at that. I think the
No, I'm not
jacket's
mad
a
at
little too big. It looks like a fucking the nigga's gonna pull out a bunch of watches if he opens up his jacket a little bit.
He's about to shoot up a school.
But that too.
He's going to a barbershop and selling some shit. Yo,
With his
I
Andre,
got this shit in here.
with his Andre 3000 fucking Thunder Tropic haircut and headband on, but I ain't mad at that.
Real.
I ain't mad at that.
All right,
That
what's
yeah, that's Tucker. No,
That's subtle.
Tucker.
Not even know who that is.
I thought it was Tucker. That's not bad. I fucks with that.
I like that. Yeah.
I like the color combo.
That's too many tags.
Those are
Clean.
the,
Oh, that's fire.
What are they
I like the blue laces with the that's clean. Oh, that's Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with Metcalf. That's clean. That's fire.
I mean, it's Metcalf. Yeah, it's fire. And then I don't want to kick my ass.
Yeah, he will fuck somebody up. That motherfucker is big.
yeah. So he definitely got designed.
Yeah, he got
He got
style.
styled.
That's good. All
Last
black,
one,
you can't
last
go,
one.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you gotta give.
You like
something
all
different.
black with the
I
white
fucks with all
shoes?
black. Yes.
Yeah,
Black. No,
for
he,
sure,
he,
for
he
sure.
broke it up with the black and
that's
white. Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
That's fire.
All black with white kicks.
Yeah,
Fire.
those are Marys, right?
Huh?
Those are Rick
Rick Owens, Rick Owens.
Rick Owens. Yeah.
Do you guys follow this Instagram page?
No.
I like it because it literally tells you exactly what they're wearing and stuff like that.
That's
It's pretty
dope.
far.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, pro trend.
I
is
can't
pretty
afford
fire.
it, so I don't follow it.
All right, help this
I'm
one.
a fucking. I
that's
fucking
fire.
love suits. You're not.
This one right here.
That's clean.
That
That's
is
clean.
clean.
That color.
Oh, yeah.
That mint green is fire.
Lowe's, what are you thinking?
With the
It's all right.
leather gloves, hell yeah.
Oh, who's he gonna kill?
God.
He's like a hitman.
Jason Statham must be somewhere behind them.
I think he's a
He better be carrying more than $3 in that fucking suitcase.
I can't see.
Oh,
It has to be millions, dude.
I'll put it back for you.
No, you're good. You're good.
Ray McLeod's the Niners. Yeah, that was a funny little bit right there. That was
no, that's clean right
yeah,
there.
so that's
I'm a suit guy, man. I love. Yo, one thing. I'm a given fashionista shape shit. If y'all want to really talk about it, every man should have 3 suits, whether it's for a wedding, a job interview, whatever it is.
Yes.
Navy blue, off rip, solid navy blue, whatever color of blue you want to do. A solid gray, and black. You can't go wrong with those 3. You can flip, you can interchange the tops and bottom, and this and that. Me personally, I love flavors. I love different styles, different colors that contrast, or you know what I mean. Sometimes you gotta. There's always a contrasting piece that you can always add to a something to break it up, where that's the statement piece. Sometimes it's popping, sometimes it's fucking terrible. It all again, it's not the clothes that make the man, it's the man that make the clothes. But a lot of you motherfuckers are not making the clothes. I don't think you can be humble about, but you also gotta be introspective, and you kind of gotta give a fuck about what people think about you. And I think us 3 here don't really give a fuck about.
No,
and you gotta kind of have that tough skin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for anybody watching. I don't give a fuck.
We'll wrap back
I'm
around.
sorry.
But what you do give a fuck about, Steve, is
Yes.
we like to give flowers while people are still alive.
Yes,
So while they're here, you want to give flowers to your 2 guys, your 2 SEC running mates. You want to say something nice about them while they can still hear it, baby. Let's get it.
Dude,
Talk to me
These
nice,
two
Steve.
guys-
Talk to me nice.
talk to you soft. These guys,
Not that nice.
no, so these guys, no, honestly, they've been like an inspiration because SEC for me has been like, I've been wanting to do something like they've been doing for years. I mean, it's been how many years now?
8 plus.
8 plus.
8 plus.
Like about 9 years, let's say, give or take. So since then, I was just like, wow, this is fucking awesome, because I started to dress and I started to just do all this stuff with myself. Like I've always wanted to just envision myself as this, some type of, I don't know how you say that, like.
Visionary. I guess.
Yeah, some type of visionary. Just like I just been wanting to give to people like just my ideas of clothing, I guess you could say. So since then they've given me the opportunity to do that. But dude, these guys have been great. They've come out with some fire shit throughout the years. They've been just literally killed. Like, honestly, you talk about SEC with anybody that's in Pawtucket, CF, and the surrounding areas, they know. So
Thanks. Appreciate that.
that's where we want to go with this, and we would just want to just
Continue.
broaden out and just expand and just keep doing better.
Let me hear. How about you, Los Anthony? You want to say is these your 2 running mates?
Oh, they're my dogs. They're my dogs. You see the shirts. They're my dogs, and it's never no hard feelings. It's always like, like, I respect everyone's opinion, but we just gotta get it.
I want to end off.
Man, a
Hank?
few words, man. A few words. I like it.
Yeah, man, a few words. I love it.
Old school.
I'm gonna be a little long-winded with this. I'm gonna take a different approach from these 2 motherfuckers. Nah, from the inception, man. And the beautiful thing about the 3 of us, regardless of the age difference, which is not too big now in this time from
Nah.
Steve and us, because obviously growing up when you're young, anything below 15 years old, when you're preteen versus a teenager, it's it's a different dynamic. That's been my running mate. That's a day. He's a day one dude. The people that we walk with, that we rock with, are all day one people. The people you see us surrounded with are the people that we grew up with. Especially this man right here. I've known him since the Higginson soccer days, man. Like it's been a beautiful thing to be able to grow with Carlos, Little Los, however the fuck y'all want to call him. I'm telling you, since day one, I don't think I hesitated. I don't think I didn't respond before he finished his fucking text after he said, yo, Sparkle City Clothing. I think I was literally like, I'm down.
Right.
I don't think he finished the period at the end of that sentence. And I read his fucking mind. I'm like,
Dope.
yes, I'm down.
Dope.
Again, when he touched on it earlier, I was already trying to work on something. I think I touched on it in the individual podcast that I had. It's I've always been creative or always wanted to be creative, and the fact that we've put the plan in motion have been relevant regardless of how long that we've been out or hit or miss or whatever it may be. We've continued to be relevant. We've taken hits on the chin, but we've given haymakers right back. These last couple years have been just a blessing. We've continued to grow. We will continue to grow. Nothing's gonna stop us. And I think the beautiful thing is it all started as, again, a lot of people say don't mix business with friendship, and I don't think that hasn't come into it hasn't fucked with us two and bringing Tamayo in again.
Not yet.
No, fuck you. It won't happen. we don't put no negative thoughts like that out into the world,
No,
because it becomes
never,
right back.
never.
It's only positive shit out here. And again, just continuing to grow. And I've known this man for almost more than 20 years. We're 31. I've known Lo since we were about 8 years old. So that just goes too far back. And then to bring Steve on, I've known his family. I've rocked with his family. And the beautiful thing is, it goes way beyond just the three of us. It goes back to families knowing families, and coming from where we're coming from. We all have the same struggle. We all have the same dreams. We all have the same destiny in our hands, where we're taking advantage of that. You know what I mean? We're building shit that people can only think of sometimes, and you got to put plans to action. And then bringing on Tamayo and having his ideas, his mind working, and his different approach than what we normally have, being more of an older schooler. You know what I mean? He's coming in with a different design aspect, or a different fashion mind, and putting pieces together that we wouldn't normally think about putting together. It's just been a beautiful thing. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to fuck shit up. We're going to continue to hit you guys over the head with whatever the fuck we want to hit you with. Y'all rock with it. Y'all don't. Guess what? We're still going to keep putting shit out. Because until the wheels fall off, we're going to keep rocking. It's been 8 years, and hopefully another 8 years. And on top of that was 8 years, another 8 years on top of that.
Facts.
So it's been a growing locomotive that we got going on. We want to appreciate you for having us on here
Yes.
on this podcast.
100%.
The first day when I came on here, it was supposed to be the three of us to begin with. Unfortunately, shit happens. I think even Tamayo at that time was supposed to be on board, or was on board, or at least coming on board when I was supposed to be on here. It didn't happen. Shit happens, life happens, things happen. But you finally got us here.
Yeah, man.
You got a great interview from us.
Completed the SEC.
Yes, the
Yes.
circle. Yes,
The full circle,
Yes.
the gauntlet. Make sure you cop the shirts that we'll be dropping, that Steve and
right.
Los are wearing. Make sure you cop the shirt that also Hank's wearing.
That's right.
The shirt's gonna be dropping as well. Coming soon, baby. Should be dropping the same time the pod is dropping. Make sure you tap in SEC
Yep.
website.
SCC 1895, the short URL, or if you want to go sparklecityclothing.com is another one. So SCC1895.com or sparklecityclothing.com.
Yeah, sure. And make sure any closing words, Los.
No, I just want to thank you for having us, man.
Oh man,
Good times.
I appreciate you coming through. Make sure you follow your guy on Instagram,
Yes.
Los.
LOS 6389, but follow the SEC page.
First and
Sure.
foremost.
First and foremost,
Yes,
SEC page, the website. My guy, C, appreciate you coming through as well, completing the SEC trilogy. How about you guys, your social medias? Give a shout out, baby.
Yes, sir. So obviously Sparkle City Clothing, underscore S Tamayo underscore. That's me.
Hey, baby, let's get it. Closing words, Hank. Your Instagram.
Yep. At HINC 401. Highly intelligent, naturally confident. Not just the last name, baby. Now shout out to everybody here. Appreciate everybody. Thank you guys for listening. Let's get this shit. Let's rack it up. If I myself got
Shout out to
5,000
Effie
views
for the podcast.
Oh, 100%. EG Pot of Thunder.
This is
awesome.
golden.
Hey, baby, let's get it. The
This
pro
is
channel
golden.
was pretty funny, man. Let's get it. Appreciate you guys coming through. Make sure you follow your boy Explore FF on all social medias. My travel ventures, more coming 2023. Make sure you follow the EG Pop Thunder on all social media, YouTube, like,
sir.
subscribe.
Right.
Send us to the moon, baby. Get it.
Let's go.